Well, it looks like the Natty King and friends are back at it again. Yeah, the whole gang is here. But I'm not here for a long time, I'm here for a good time. And the end is near, so let's drink beer. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hey everybody, welcome back to The End is Near, so Let's Drink Beer podcast, sponsored by Premium Cabinets. Shout out to John Morgan and family over there. If you're looking to get any cabinet work done or kitchen remodeling, holler at them at 314-499-8800. Heyo everybody, welcome back to The End is Near, so Let's Drink Beer podcast. Today is August 28th, it's 5 o'clock in the evening. And I am sitting here at my garage bar all by myself. Tim just got back from Colombia. He's resting his head and his body. Colombia, the fucking country, by the way, not the city, the country. He went down there for like a week out of nowhere. I don't even think he told anybody he was leaving. He just left. And yeah, good for him. I like spontaneous things like that. I think that's cool. That's super cool. But fucking Colombia. Random, very random. And he got a tattoo while he was down there. He sent me a picture of it, and it was supposed to be his son's birthday. Supposed to be his son's birthday. So his son Vincent's birthday is October 17th, 2002. Tim's birthday is October 20th, like 1941. But he gets it on the inside of his arm, and he put October 20th, 2002, talking about his son's, birth and putting that on his arm. And he was off by 3 days. He put his birthday with his son's year instead of you get it, you know what I'm saying. So anyway, he said he was sitting there with Andrea, his wife, and he was like, I'm gonna go get a tattoo real quick. So he decided he'd Uber to a random part of town after he'd been drinking all day, and he got a tattoo, and that's what he gets. That's what he gets. So, anyway, just me in the garage, nobody to talk back with. It's kind of lonesome, you know what I mean? But, didn't have time. I don't have time this week to record because my wife's dad died, and, my wife's dad, my father-in-law, fuck it, my wife's dad. He died, out of nowhere. Well, he was sick for like a week, 2 weeks, and then we were in the ICU a bunch and shit, and then they unplugged the machine. Well, I unplugged the machine because I wanted to charge my phone. I had no idea. I look up and the thing, he was gone. I'm just kidding. But yeah, then they took him off life support, and he passed, and I got a funeral to go to, so I can't record this week. Because I'm going to be at that, obviously. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of yap here for a few minutes, see what, get some news out. I got some things to talk about. And then we're going to move on, and we'll go back to our regular, recorded, scheduled, whatever the fuck, next week. Let me take a sip of this beer. Hold tight, please. First beer of the day hits, man. Fucking slaps. It slaps. So we're gonna rebrand the fuck out of this podcast. We've been working on a lot of shit on the back end. We haven't talked about. We're gonna have a new name for it. We're gonna drop a lot more content, a lot more often. We're gonna record more than just once a week, and we're gonna get a lot more consistent with it. And if you hear this fucking helicopter flying over my head, I'm sorry about that. I'm literally using my iPhone voice memo right now to create this recording. But yeah, so we're gonna rebrand. We got a new name and all that shit. We're gonna announce and logo, and we're gonna really have some fun with it and really start getting some interesting guests on. It's not just gonna be me and Tim yapping against, with no fucking agenda, which I really pride ourselves on doing that. The fact that we just kind of wing it. We don't have any script. We don't have any talking points, nothing. We literally just sit down and talk, and that's how me and Tim, when we talk on the phone, that's just what you get. It's kind of like, that's how we interact with each other, and it works perfectly. So we're gonna throw that in, but we're also gonna get a little more structure, and we're gonna get some really interesting guests on. We've had some really good guests on, and we're gonna continue to do that, and we're gonna really ramp that shit up too. And we're going to put out a lot more where we're asking you. Oh, there goes a car. Hey, fucking slow down there, Bubba. God, these motherfuckers drive so fast on my street. We're going to... See, there goes that ADHD. I don't even know what the fuck I was talking about. We're going to get more structure around it. Interesting shit. Get the people that listen to it a lot more involved, where you can decide certain shit, play some games on it, and we're just going to have fun. A lot more topics that are interesting and not just me and Tim going, hey, how was your week? Yeah, it was good. You know? I mean, that works, but, you know, gotta kind of mix it up and maybe change things up a little bit, and we're going to have a lot of fun. Anyway, now that I've rambled, we got Oktoberfest coming up next month. St. Charles Oktoberfest, September 29th. We got our Beer Fam Sunday Fun Day at the Michelob Ultra tent. We got this fucking dude, Justin Faust, and those people got the biggest fucking coolest like pop-up bar thing. This Michelob Ultra pavilion stage on wheels thing. I don't even know how to describe it. So we're going to do that. And we got a lot of good sponsors, and if you're interested in sponsoring it, please shoot me a message immediately, because we're wrapping all those up within the next week and a half or so. Yeah. Also, Jesus Christ, I feel like you can hear my every fucking breath with this thing, with this damn whatever the hell voice memo thing that I got going on here. But hopefully it's not too, I don't know, stupid. Anyway, dude, I got on this fucking Vyvanse. I know you guys have probably heard me talk about it a little bit on the podcast the past couple episodes, but I kind of finally getting my dose figured out. It's very well known that I have high functioning, whatever, ADD, ADHD, and all that shit. But, dude, I think I've tried every fucking medicine. I've tried the Adderall, hate it. The Ritalin, which is like for 6-year-olds, fucking hated it. All that shit. And this Vyvanse, man, it's like a pro drug is what they call it. So it's not like, I don't know, it's like a really soft and easy come up. And then like you're good, you're focused, you're dialed the fuck in. Like Eddie Mora from NZT when he took that shit in Limitless or whatever. And then it kind of just slowly goes back down. But it's a pro drug, which means it turns into the drug inside of your liver or some shit. So it takes like 2 hours to kick in. So I gotta take that shit in the morning, like 2 hours before I wake up, and go back to fucking bed. But no, I'm getting it. It's like I'm dialed in. I'm feeling good for the first time in forever. It's literally like glasses for my brain is how I describe it, and it's fucking cool. So hopefully I'll be able to organize shit a little better to where I can get more Beer Fam related things in line. And because, dude, fucking 5 years of this Beer Fam shit, and I've just been shooting from the hip. Literally every day I just kind of like, all right, what are we going to do now? What are we going to do now? No structure whatsoever. We make a lot of cool shit happen, but I feel like we haven't totally taken advantage of what we can be doing, or haven't totally taken advantage of the opportunities that we have. So hopefully it helps with that. But anyway, I did want to give a shout out. I'm keeping this shit short, as you know, but I did want to give a shout out to John Morgan and the Premium Cabinets family. Dude, they got first place with the A-list. Dude, they're solid as can be. Him and Candace, his wife, John and Candace, they are just, if you're looking to get cabinets done, if you're looking to get remodeling done, kitchen remodeling, any of that shit, they really are the best to go with. And they really do. I mean, they're Beer Fam, solid as fuck Beer Fam. They literally, this podcast is possible because of them. So they definitely will take care of you. All you gotta do is tell them you're Beer Fam, and it's fucking a done deal. It's a wrap. But that's kind of really all I got, dude. I wanted to get a quick little snippet out. Obviously, I'm not in the studio, so I'm doing this from my phone, and I'm just winging it by myself, but I had to get some information out, and I didn't want to leave you hanging, because I know a lot of people tune in on Wednesdays, and they're like, hey, we're fucking, if you miss an episode, they're like, what I don't want that. I don't want any inconsistencies. So we're going to get that dialed back in. We're going to start doing a lot more of these, and we're going to have some fun with it, rebrand it, and start getting more audience involved, I think. I want to have a lot of you guys on. I want to have a lot of guests from the Beer Fam on out of nowhere, like random, whoever the fuck. Let's just talk. I want to hear some stories from you guys. A little more live call-ins, a little more FaceTimes with people, and just have some fun. But then also in addition to that, get some really cool and interesting guests from our community on and hear their stories and just have a fucking blast with it. So, that's the deal. You can just bear with us for the next week or so, maybe 2 tops, and we're going to get back to it. So, and as regularly scheduled. And also, hey, shout out to Tim Trifoletti. God, I fuck with that guy a lot. I really do. I love him to death. He's my best friend. Pretty cool. He went to Colombia out of nowhere on a whim. Gotta give him props for that. That's the kind of weird shit he does, and that's what makes him unique. All right. Anyway, that's it for us. The end is near, so let's drink beer podcast. I will be back next week. All right, bye.
Huge thank you to our studio sponsor, John Morgan, and the entire Premium Cabinets family for helping make this podcast possible. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure you're following the podcast on all platforms so you don't miss out on any future uploads. Don't forget to join the End is Near, so Let's Drink Beer Facebook group to make sure you stay prepared for the end of days. Till next time.